Hey guys, welcome back to the one. Today I'm showing you my new team. Now I know that I did one of these not so long since with the Harry Kane video. It was actually really recently that I did that video. Although, unfortunately, I can't keep that team because I can't get the results with it. Honestly, I've struggled so much. I managed to propel into Division 5 straight after I got Harry Kane. It was that good for me. And then he started to go off form. And this is what I need to explain as quickly as I can. For me, when I got that Kane card, yes, it propelled me through the divisions. Yes, I went up from 7 to 6 to 5. But when that one player went off form, suddenly my whole team went off form, and it was a massive issue for me because I was so reliant on that one player. I didn't even realise it, that I had a team that was relying on him as the player, and he really wasn't playing good. His first touch was terrible at times. I just couldn't get into the places with him, and it's not the card's fault. I know it's not the card's fault. It's my fault. I can't use them correctly. There was times when I was having to start Andre Gray instead of him, and to have a 91 rated card on the bench, considering how much money I spent on him, to me, unacceptable. I can't do it. You can't have that amount of money that I spent on that card on the bench. Now I'll go through the goal records in just a second, but the one thing I do want to say first of all, Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo, honestly, one of the beasts of years gone by, we know that anyway, but in FIFA, I never thought he could be a good player. With his pace, I never thought he'd be usable in any way, shape or form. But he is, he definitely is, he 100% is. He controls the games. Honestly, I played 7 games with this team, and this is the massive thing. This is why I'm even bringing you this video. I played 7 games with this team, won all 7 of them. 6 of them have been in the league. 5 of them were from Division 7, won that division, won the title of it, all 5 matches wins as soon as I got this team. The next game after that was in Division 6, first game in Division 6, I came back from being 1-0 down to come and win it 2-1, another win on the board. I've just finished a friendly against George, at which point I was 2-0 down, came back to win it 3-2 in extra time. So, that's the team. That is what the team does for you. Now, individual goal records I'm about to go into, but as I was saying, Pirlo is an absolute beast. He controls the game. Such a great decision from me. Pirlo and Giovinco were 2 players who I had in my team anyway. We got 3 packs at some point before, and they were just 2 of the players that I got. I decided I'd use both of them with the Italian links because I was going to go Italian anyway. Now, obviously Buffon, the most expensive player in this team, 23,500 coins. He's played 11 games for me so far. Got 2 assists for his other club, but none yet for me, not that I'd expect any. Manolis at centre back, 24 games played. Some of them were as a substitute in the other team as well. Barzagli as well, one of the players I was very keen to get. 11 games played for me too. Now, Danny Rose, obviously, he was part of my other team. I used to play with him before, and I can set up this team 2 ways. I can go with Danny Rose, which obviously carries on the Tottenham link, or I can throw in Marco Rui and then swap Barzagli and Manolis round, which gets everyone's individual chem just about up. I think Marco Rui is on 9 chem there. Into the midfield, and talking of chemistry, Pirlo is on 8 chem, but he still plays like one of the best players I've ever used in the game. In fact, I would go as far as saying that he is one of the best players I've ever used in the game. Yeah, so the whole defence is on 10 chem there. As I said, Pirlo is on 8 chemistry, but he's one of the best players I've ever used. I don't know what it is. His passing is obviously great. He's got 91 passing. His dribbling isn't amazing, but it all just seems to come together with him. Michael Carrick is the other CDM. To be quite honest with you, I just needed another CDM who was English. So yeah, it was between him and Gareth Barry. Great purchase, I'd say, but it just doesn't affect games much. Goes unnoticed, but he is very good. Dele Alli, I've got his loan version in there right now. Obviously, I'm going to replace that when it runs out with his proper version. Shame I don't have his inform anymore. That would have been nice. This purple Kane, now his goal record right now is 74 games played, 53 goals. It's not as good as it was looking like. It was looking like he was going to have a similar amount of goals to games ratio. That's not going to happen. Still a good amount of goals to score in those games with 11 assists as well. But I was really expecting more from him. I'm not going to lie to you. Giovinco, at the centre forward spot. 16 played, 4 goals, 2 assists. I'm very happy with that because again, some of these were as a substitute for the other team. Great player for me. I usually end up cutting down the wing with him, but still, if I'm trying to play it down the middle, he is great that way as well. And Belotti, one of the most surprising players in this team. At one point his goal record was 16-6, it's now 18-11, but some of those games have been very, very hard games, and for him to get 8 goals in 11 games for a player who cost me 850 coins, it's mental for me. Now, the thing I figure out with teams is I figure out very quickly that if you use players for so long, they suddenly don't become as good for you. If you just purchased a player, suddenly they seem really good, and after a while they just go off of you. It was the same with Purple Sterling. When I first got him, he was mental. Now he can't even get into my team whatsoever, and Kane's probably going to end up going that way. If this team goes that way, however, I am prepared to go out and splash the cash on a proper team. I said it last night to George. Even though this team's doing well, I said if this team was to go and start doing really bad, I would be prepared to go out and spend a lot of money on getting a proper team. Who knows if I'm going to have to do that, but for now this is the team I'm rocking with. I think that's everything I need to show you. Some of these don't even have chem styles on. Pirlo doesn't, Giovinco doesn't, Michael Carrick doesn't, Dele Alli doesn't, Danny Rose doesn't, Manolas doesn't, and Belotti doesn't either. But I don't need them because this team has got 7 wins in 7 for me, like I said, one of them against George. And that for me is perfect. So until I start losing games with it, this is going to be the team I'm rocking with. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm filming added time later with the lads. Hopefully that'll be up tomorrow or Wednesday, most probably Wednesday. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and I'll see you next time.